A woman, 48 years of age, black woman, has a mental health crisis. The cops come and decide to punch her. Here's the video.
You see how they doing her though? You see how they manhandle her like that? He just punched her. He punching her. He punching her.
You punching her.
He punching her. He punching her. You got a mental this itch.
You punching her.
He punching her in her face. He's still punching her. He's still punching her. He's still punching her. He punched her in her face, twisting her ear. He punched her and she got a mental disorder. Look how many people on.
Coward cops. I'm gonna give you some background to this horrific story. Let's put up a picture of the daughter. The daughter did speak to the local news. Now, before I get to the daughter, Pontiac, Michigan is where the family is from. They are considering legal action against the Oakland County Sheriff's Office after this arrest was caught on camera. You see the officers repeatedly punch this woman. She was in a mental health crisis. That's why 911 was called. This is her daughter. The daughter, her name is Jazzaray Stephens. Jazzaray Stephens spoke with Click on Detroit. Stephens said of her mother's injuries, quote, "Knee kicked, she's bruised up from her chest up, face, her eye is bulging." She stated further, and I quote, "They're here to protect the citizens, and wrong is wrong, and there's no justifying wrong. If she was wrong, you could have detained her in the proper manner." Stephens said her mother has a significant mental health issue. The original call came for a welfare check. And when the police arrived, they found a woman trying to light a face cloth on fire. She was experiencing a mental health crisis. The police said she exposed herself to officers and then swung at them. Once again, she's going through a mental health crisis. That's when they decided to tackle her to the ground and began to punch her repeatedly, no matter what. No matter what. You don't do that to another person, let alone a woman who's going through a mental health crisis. Please keep in mind, once they recognized she was going through a mental health crisis, she is now a patient, not a suspect, not an inmate, not a prisoner, but a patient. Oakland County Undersheriff Curtis Childs, let's put him up, defended the actions of the officers. Childs said, and I quote, "She resisted the arrest, and we did what we had to do to try and get her under control." When asked if the punching was necessary, this feckless leader said it was policy if required. The deputies were being bitten multiple times. Childs showed photos of the officers' injuries. Oh my gosh, what are we going to do? They are injured. You know what the cops would not show? The injuries that his cops did to this woman. Childs added, "It takes whatever force we have to do to gain compliance is what was being done." They mean to tell me that in order to subdue a woman who's experiencing a mental health challenge, the only thing your officers know how to do is punch her in the face while she's on the ground? That's it, that's all they know how to do. That's the extent of the training they receive. A co-responder was on the scene, but police said the woman refused to speak with her or anyone else, so she was arrested. The woman has not been charged with anything and is still being held in jail. Once again, not only a failure of leadership evidenced by the supervisor here, the undersheriff, It's a failure of protocol, culture, and policy with the actual sheriff's office. A failure systemically as it relates to mental health care, not only in their county, but frankly across the country. All of these failures compounding on one individual at one time who's going through a mental health crisis. She should have been going to a hospital, not going to a jail. All right, Adrienne, thoughts here.
Of women in the United States, Black women are only about 13%, yet we're 28% of individuals who are murdered by police when we're unarmed, as well as just 20% of those who police kill. It really does show you that police officers continue to see Black women as being violent and criminal, even if we're simply having a mental health episode. The thing is that law enforcement officers need to stop acting like they are street thugs. Just because a suspect may hit you or push you doesn't mean you should pulverize them. The goal is to merely subdue that person and to stop them from engaging in behavior that could be harmful to themselves or to others, not to punish them, not to be judge and jury and to beat the hell out of them simply because they bit you or they kicked you or hit you. You're supposed to be the bigger person because you are armed with the law and as well as lethal force. Yet it seems like so many officers have forgotten that and really take it as an opportunity simply to beat the hell out of everyday citizens who simply need help.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. They won't want someone to treat their sister, their mama, their daughter like that, but they have no problem treating Black women in that manner. We're gonna continue to follow this story as it develops.